name is Mike Williams. I'm a member of the Dakota tribe here in Stillwater, where my mother's from, and then my father's from Dakota tribe over in Walker River, so kind of connection to both tribes there. Most tribes were known of what the foods they ate in that area. Same thing, we're Paiutes, but just different area. I've always been interested in my traditional ways, but I just really didn't have the time to sit down and study. So when that time came, I had the opportunity, I had the time to sit down and research this out. I'd go to the museum and I'd study the stuff they had there. I'd take a drawing of it and go back home, you know, and I started working with the Tules and had no clue what I was doing. I'd go out and pick the Tules and bring them back, and they'd break on me. Didn't know if I was picking them the right time of year, when to use them, how to prepare them. This is as close as you can get to the original decoys. I found this style in Lovelock Cave, Nevada. In 1924, the miners were in the cave and they were mining this cave, pulling out bat guano, which they use for fertilizer. So as they were digging and blasting, they started finding these artifacts. So they called these two archaeologists to come down from California. And they went in there and started excavating, and they found a basket, a Tule basket about this size, made similar to this style here. And there was a pit in the cave itself where the basket was setting with a Tule mat over the top of that. So when they pulled that Tule mat off, they found 11 painted and feathered decoy ducks similar to this style. On the other side of the cave, there was another Tule basket where they found 2 plain decoy ducks, which they figured were the female. They took a piece of the decoy duck and they sent it to a lab in Phoenix, Arizona, and they tested it and they figured it was about 2,500-year-old duck at that time. This is the beginning of the body part there. I studied the ancient ones. I studied the head, the design of the head. There's certain ways that the head was shaped on the canvas back, you know, the way the beak comes down and the way the neck is here, and the size of it and the whole thing. And just mastering that art, mastering that head. The head was the most important for me. And each time I did it, I started getting a little better. I'd find a new way of doing it. So new way of twisting the Tule and wrapping it around. So I tell people I learned just the way my ancestors did. I mean, they date back thousands of years old, so you know, it's hard to get someone who knows anything about it. When I first started, oh boy, it took me about a good, I'd say at least year, 2 years to, you know, to really feel comfortable with putting my work out there. What I do is I get a bundle of them, I take them home, I put them in this big bucket, and I soak them for about an hour in water, and then I drain the water out and I just leave them, let them, you know, kind of dry, but I work with them when they're moist, which is the best time. A full one like this, it'll take me close to about 3 hours. I smudge myself down, I smudge the room down and clear the air, and it puts you in a good frame of mind. You know, you smell that sage, and it just kind of brings you right back to your traditional ways, your ancestors. So I can sit there now and I can close my eyes and make this duck, you know. My Creator guides my hands right through everything I do. So it's a real blessing. Feathers is goose feathers. And the paint is it's a red ochre. Our people are very spiritual people, and that's what got me to where I'm at today.